All right, hello. Let's try our day 2 here. So grab a piece of paper and a pencil, please. And if you just try to evaluate these exponents, 9 to the second power minus 2 to the third power, 2 to the fourth plus 1 to the third, and 5 to the second power times 2 squared. You can pause the video and then see the answers. This is just to recap, refresh your brain from yesterday. Alright, so the answers to this, well, 9 squared is going to be 9 times 9, which is 81, minus your 2 cubed, which is just 2 times itself 3 times. And 2 times itself 3 times is 8, so then you have 81 minus 8, and that's 73. 2 to the fourth, you're going to multiply 2 by itself 4 times, plus multiply 1 by itself 3 times. Multiplying all this will give us 16, plus all this will give us 1. That's 17. And then right here, if you break down the 5 squared, that'll be 5 times 5. Times, break down the 2 squared, that'll be 2 times 2. So you'll get 25 times 4, and that's 100. Alright, so that was yesterday. Today we're going to do something called simplifying. Simplifying means we don't get these final number answers. We're going to get stuff with exponents in them. So I'll say that again. We're going to get stuff with one positive exponent. So here's 2 rules that we really just got to know. The first rule is called the product rule. And all that says is if you have, say, like 5 to the third power times 5 to the seventh power, that equals, it's the same thing as 5 to the, add your exponents, 5 to the 10th. All you do is add your exponents. That's how you do it. So here's some practice questions with that. 6 to the third times 6 to the fourth, 6 to the 10th times 6 to the 12th, and then 43 to the 5 times 43. So pause the video and try those out for the product rule. Alright, this one should be 6 to the 7th. You just keep that same base the same. 6 to the 7th. And then this will be 6 to the 22nd. And then this one will be, well, we have to realize that there's really a 1 exponent right here. Just like how if we have an x, there's really a 1 in front of it. So this is 43 to the 6th. Alright, that's the first rule. And the last rule that you got to know is something called, well, if that's the product rule where we multiply, this is the quotient rule where we divide. So say we have something like 8 to the 9th over 8 cubed. So we're not evaluating, we're simplifying. So what we're going to do, since these had the same base, we can write 8, and then instead of adding the exponents, we're going to subtract those. So we're going to get 8 to the 6th. Alright, so here's some practice for you to try. Let's say you have 7 to the 10th over 7 to the 8th. Let's say you have 4 to the 3rd over 4 to the 5th. And let's say you have 12 to the 7th over 12. Pause the video and try those out. Alright, so here we have the same base, so we're going to just subtract exponents. We'll get 7 squared. 10 minus 8. Here we'll do 3 minus 5. And 3 minus 5 is negative 2. So just keep that in mind. You can have negatives. And this one here, remember there's a 1 exponent there, so that'll be 12 to the 6th. Alright. And then the last thing here is if we kind of do 2 rules at once. So an example of that would be like, let's say we have 4 to the 3rd power times 4 to the 7th power over 4 to the 6th power. What we're going to do is we're just going to use the product rule first. So you almost pretend that, like, hey, this isn't even there. Almost pretend that. And you'll get 4 to the 10th. Now it is there. So when we rewrite 4 to the 10th for the top, we're still going to keep it over 4 to the 6th. Then you use your quotient rule and subtract, so you get 4 to the 4th. All right, so you can try the assignment and then shoot me back the answers, and I'll get back to you. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.